you probably need a bit more space. I recently reviewed a portable monitor, and it was pretty good, but the folks at Wimaxit saw that video and thought they could do better. And here we are. This is the Wimaxit 15.6-inch portable touchscreen monitor, and to their credit, it is a little nicer than the other monitor I spent some time with. Now, this build is pretty solid. Machined metal around the sides. The carry case is hard connected. It's screwed into the back of the monitor, which makes this setup more stable when it's propped up. Now, one of my biggest issues with inexpensive portable monitors, they often lack a way to set them up in a more traditional desktop space. Now, WiMax includes VESA screws, so someone could take this out in the field and then make it a more permanent option for a home workspace. This is a touchscreen, and unlike a lot of non-touch monitors, uses glass instead of plastic. So I'm terrible at applying screen protectors, so pardon all of the little bubbles you're gonna see in my B-roll, but the whole build here inspires more confidence for mobile use, and it can live at home a lot better. Connection works really well over a single USB 3 cable. It's the fun of cycling through my Windows laptop, my Chromebook, and a few of my Android phones. Most modern phones will show up as a display, but so far I've had the best experience on my V60 recognizing the touchscreen. Though it is a bit funky. Touch does not work in portrait orientation, but it did work in landscape. And it's a great solution for a phone's desktop mode, but my old Huawei phones did not like this monitor. Most premium phones with USB 3 and HDMI output should at least get an image to the display, but some of the touch features are a bit finicky. Otherwise, you can connect in a more traditional way over an HDMI cable, and I'm really happy to see that it's just a full-sized HDMI port. If you want to hook this up to a game console, use a better monitor with a camera, or run tech support on a PC build. I was gutting my Nook recently, and this is the screen I was hooking that up to so I could run tests on the hardware before I put that Nook behind my TV again. There are some speakers built into this monitor. Audio travels through the HDMI or USB-C, and the speakers, they're not great. I have phones that can outperform this monitor for audio quality. They're shamed by my Pixelbook, but they are an option. Like, say you're connecting to a game console, or maybe your computer speakers aren't great. Expect them to be thin and kind of quiet, but they are functional. But they're quiet. Happily, the headphone jack on tap is pretty decent. Again, this is nowhere near audiophile grade, but I was expecting a hissy mess like some of the other monitors I've tried, and this output was cleaner than I was expecting. Just, again, kind of quiet. This is a portable screen, so we should expect some compromises, but it stacks up well against the specs from brands like ASUS. Now, viewing angles are not the best, especially in how color and tone can shift as we start moving off axis. But I feel this is acceptable against the idea of portable use. Even in a small home office setup, this isn't the kind of screen I'd be leaning on if I needed more viewing flexibility. But taking it out, screen brightness is reasonably good. You're not going to use this in direct sunlight, but it's more than adequate in situations where we would want to set this up. It's just noticeably not as bright as my Pixelbook at full blast. And I know that's gonna bother some folks out there. And like other portable solutions, my other small concern is a somewhat fiddly control interface. Now, you use this rocker dial to navigate settings, and then pushing the dial into select is a bit spongy. If you're not careful, you're gonna roll that rocker while you try to push that button in. That changes the settings you want to adjust. But ultimately, we get a solid option for folks who need more space and some flexibility. It's kind of silly, but there are a bunch of small quality of life situations where having another screen helps a lot. All right, wrapping this up, Wimaxit is in a good in-between price for this monitor. It is nicer, it's better built than some of the cheaper options out there. Having a touchscreen is handy for modern laptops, and it comes in at a lower price than a premium label like ASUS. Though ASUS is able to offer solutions with a built-in battery for about $50 more, depending on where you might shop something like this. The addition of touch at this price really takes this up a notch though. There are some interactions which still make more sense on mouse and keyboard, but for a couple years now, I've been a fan of mixing touch and typing control of our portable computers. And it's just fun when a manufacturer pops up in my emails to call out some of their competition. Wimaxit made some big claims about this product, and I'm mostly happy how it lived up to those claims. Though I would like to see Wimaxit directly support more products with an app or with specific drivers to improve that touchscreen experience. Still, even for a bit of the touchscreen finickiness, it's a well-built screen, great portability, flexible stand and mounting options, and a super easy way to add some space. I'll leave a link below where you can find more information on the Wimaxit portable touchscreen monitor. Maybe shop one of these puppies online. As always, thanks so much for watching, for sharing these reviews, and subscribing to the channel. Playing with fun accessories is one of my favorite parts of this job, especially as a lot of us are making some work-life balance adjustments. Getting more bang out of our gadget buck is always exciting. So if you'd like to help support the production of more conversations and reviews like these, there are those links down below. There's the support page on somegadgetguy.com, or you might consider joining the list of names currently scrolling by on your screen. That's a growing community of fun, like-minded tech pals, a huge resource for me as I'm planning future videos and reviews, and they're just super cool people, so I hope you'll check them out. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet, at somegadgetguy on the Twitters and the Twitch, and the Facebooks and the Instagrams, and I will catch you all on the next review.